What is up? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. It has been a while since we've had a normal stream. Like, what, 2 weeks now? I don't count the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. That was just too chaotic. That was too dumb. It was too dumb. Anyways, what is going on? Let me see. Undead, what's up? Ever plan to do a tier list for Gyaru, Lady, Tsundere, Yandere? That would actually be pretty fun. Be very difficult to put together, but it would be a lot of fun. I could definitely do Tsundere. That would be a lot of fun. Yandere, you're not gonna get much out of me. I'm gonna be brutally honest. You're not gonna get much out of me when it comes to yanderes. I don't have many yanderes that I actually like, so that'd be difficult. I see CBR is against slice of life anime. First thing is more Western being against pro shipping. Got this from Rev, says Desu, the latest video. What's CBR? CBR. I don't know what CBR is. What's up, Brian? How's it going? Philip, what's going on? Oof, I scared myself. I thought it said members only chat. I could do that. I could do that. It can happen. No, I was actually wanting to plan. I was actually seeing if possibly I can set the defaults to sub only and see if that affects the Mushoku Mondays, because Mushoku Mondays, I would love to have that sub only because some crazy people jump in there. I don't know that it's going to fix the issue of spoilers there, but at least maybe it might curb it a little bit. But unfortunately, premieres work differently than the lives. The lives, there's an option and I have a live screen. Premieres, I'm on the screen where the video is playing like everybody else, and that's the problem with not having that option. So yeah, anyways, there are manga about divorce. Imagine one of them gets an anime, like specifically about divorce. I mean, I've seen anime where they had divorce involved in the characters, but yeah, not specifically about that. I don't see why there would be a problem with that though. Adrian, what's up? Meowdy. I'm having too much fun with Linnea. Meow. I'm loving volume 9 so far of Mushoku Tensei. It's been a lot of fun. I'm already 4 chapters through it, so hopefully we can do a 4-chapter Mushoku Monday this next Monday. I still have to record it, which I might do tonight if I'm not too exhausted after this, but we'll see. It might be an early day tomorrow recording or something after Onimai. Like, she's a demon lord and she has to defeat her minions and get her PC back and return to Earth. I think you're talking about that thing up there. I have no clue what that is. Spanasu, what's up? Tiago, what's up? I didn't say Taiga. I know it's gonna be a forever joke. I'm sorry. Left ear audio? Oh, I see that. Dang. How'd that even turn on? I don't know. Some people might be into that whole ASMR thing. Don't ruin it for everybody. There's a lot of these they haven't seen the anime for. That typically happens every single one of these things. Everybody's like, yeah, sorry. Again, I figured some people would like the ASMR from that. CBR is a site for hobbies. Is it just called CBR? I mean, I recognize the letters. I just can't place it, so. But yeah, brutally honest, most groups and services and fandoms don't like slice of life. It sucks, but it's true. There's barely any slice of life that will get like a broader audience. It never wins any sort of awards except for, what was it, r/anime actually gave it to Encouragement Climb, but that was the judges, which, by the way, hats off to the judges for that one. Hats off to the judges for that one. But unfortunately, slice of life just doesn't have much of a connection. I don't know. I would love to deep dive into that whole aspect. Granted, I'm never gonna want to compare something to a shonen because shonens are just huge. You can never compare anything to shonen. Romance versus shonen's gonna win. It's just the problem with, I guess, the broader acceptance of anime. Most people only really care about... There's a large population of anime fans, and they're young. And they don't care about romance. They don't care about slice of life because they find it boring. They want action, they want explosions, they want power-ups. And then the rest of the fandom that's more older, that's the fandom that's at least going to dabble into slice of life, and even then it's very limited because you can't... It's hard to relate to slice of life in Japan because they just have different lives than us. There's certain subjects, even as a Japanese person or Japanese story, that even a Westerner can relate to, but it's very difficult. Yeah, we need more shonen slice of life. Like, power-up shonen slice of life, not just shonen the demographics, because there's plenty of slice of life that's shonen genre. They just don't get the label of shonen because they're not power, action, and aimed specifically to shonen. So... I'll see better be S tier. And Mio D tier. Maybe. That sounds pretty close. That sounds pretty close. CBR talks about anime, comics, etc., and they attack slice of life anime, saying it's boring. And again, I don't blame them. I mean, I don't think slice of life is boring, but I can see why it's boring. It's, again, if you don't... A slice of life is a story of somebody's life, and if you don't relate to it, it's sometimes very difficult to follow. Like, if you can follow the nuances and the things the characters are going through, it's much easier to invest yourself into the slower parts of it, because you understand that sometimes the character needs to breathe or needs to sit and think. And if you don't get it, it's boring. I haven't... It's been a long time since a slice of life has bored me. And I think that's because Japan is doing... The stories around slice of life is doing a lot better to have things that circumvent just the slice of life. They always have some sort of comedy aspect to it. Bocchi the Rock and her insecurities, and also doing music. Do-it-yourself having the aspect of semi-cute girls, comedy with the do-it-yourself building stuff aspect added to it. So, but pure slice of life, that's where it gets more difficult. My first anime I watched one of them was harem anime or whatever it was, 98 to 2001. Chat, moving too fast for me. I was very young. 98 2001, was it like Love Hina or something like that? There's a lot of them back then, so that doesn't narrow things down. That is a lot of waifus. Yeah, I think it's 114 that I put in the thing, I think. What's going on, Suit, though? Hope you're having a good day. What's up, Flyboy? My Hero S tier. Sometimes you need a man to be best girl. Sometimes it takes a man to be best girl, yes. Duhalt, what's going on? I like you added the three girls from Tsunade. Yeah, they were great. They don't get much, but I acknowledge them just for their great episode. Their episode was fantastic. Nimor Nanambiori, right. I fully agree, Rendon. Slice of life about traveler going to other countries would be awesome. That would be cool, yeah. Just like traveling around and I mean, they do a lot of tour stuff in Japan for anime, but that's usually because they have a program in Japan where essentially taxes can be paid into companies to essentially advertise the area. They're basically district advertisements they can actually get funding for. That's like that whole thing with Josh and Chan Dropkick. They did most of this recent episode was just literally that. Most of the episodes was just going to different districts, and they were getting money to do an episode on them. And that's why that one district decided to fight back to get the money back, because political struggles that were happening at the time. It's a thing. I don't know if is a possibility that they can have something like that happen for shows in other areas. Maybe like Pettis or something like that would love to pay in to have an episode made where some character comes and visits their town. I think it would be really cool. I don't think it's too much of an investment, but at the same time, I don't see much of a kickback for it. I don't see different countries wanting to pay into something that's probably not going to see much benefit to them for the people that would watch the show to come to see their country. So, I don't know. You dropped Gachi Uman? Really? It's mean. I know one of the old animes was Van Reed 2001. Like how you have Tsurugi on the... Even though she's only like 5 minutes of screen time. I have a few of those. Like, the new addition to Magic Rev. She will be no... I mean, most likely not going to end up in the high tier, but I still want to include them because I have something to say. I typically will always add characters if I have something to say about it. Yeah, Lumi's great. She's gorgeous already. Loved her design. Totally not main character from Genshin Impact. I don't know if Mahiro qualifies for this. Maybe, perhaps. It's got the parts for it. It's got the parts for it. Lumi Supremacy. She's already gorgeous. I loved her character design and everything. And she's got a great demeanor already. Alright, let's get started. So yes, this is the Winter 2023 Best Girl Anime Tier List. I always put the stipulation at the very beginning. This is Best Girl. That can mean that a character is S tier because they're waifu material. Or it could mean that a character is so cute, must be protected, and S class because I just like their character. The tier list can be a culmination or a one or the other of waifu material, love design, think they're hot, they're waifu, or it could be because their character storyline is great, I love them as a character, I think their personality is great, or they're just super cute. It could be either way. I don't want people calling up certain groups because I put really cute girls like March up in S tier. March is not, I mean, she is a mommy, but she's not a waifu. But yeah, that's kind of the deal that I usually do with this whole thing, so people know, and I'm sure people will come in midstream and go, why the heck do you have a lolly up in your S tier? It happens. Agree with my take on S tier. It's already good for you. Could there be any A or B tier tier characters? Yes. Mainly because they won't be better than what is A or S, essentially. Or is it Studio Bind, then of course is S tier. We'll see. We shall see. Let's start off with some DanMachi characters. We have Aisha, which, I'll be brutally honest here. I never cared for Aisha in DanMachi. She's always kind of her design's pretty good. It's pretty spicy, but I never really cared for her much. And her introduction wasn't a good one because she was essentially trying to push Belle into doing something she wouldn't do herself, which was kind of mean. Like, she was willing to kind of go along with the flow and have somebody else save somebody that she cared about, which I thought was kind of nasty. This season 4, I think she's awesome. Like, she is definitely she's not the thing that's holding everything together, but she is definitely the gusto that's pushing everybody forward. So she's been really awesome this season. So I'm gonna push her. I would probably put her like maybe D before this season. So I'm gonna start in the middle and put a B. I might bump her up to A later on, but for now, I think B's solid. She's still not like, I don't really care too much for her overall, but she's at least bumped herself up recently, so I think it's a good spot for her. B for Babe. Yes, that's exactly it. That's B for... Because I'm going to put other stuff in there, and it's going to be wrong. Let's see. I have some mixed in here because earlier. This new girl, at least I don't care. She's fine. I don't care, though. And that's mainly because I don't think that they did a really good job with the backstory. As much as Season 4 has been absolutely great. Yeah, imagine her training you. As much as this season has been great, I think the backstory with Ryu was just kind of... It was very lackluster. Like, I really didn't get anything out of those characters. I don't know if it's because they... Despite the fact the writers involved, they still wanted to rush this part because they didn't feel it was significant enough. But I got nothing out of her, so... And I think that's... the only ones that I have from the backstory in there. Not caught up with Season 4, Part 2. Yeah, I just thought it's okay. Yeah, Season 4 has been fantastic. Like, through and through, been fantastic, so. Cassandra. I still don't like her. I still really don't like Cassandra. I just don't like her. I really don't. She was literally the reason why I didn't... She was the only reason I didn't like the first part. She's super annoying. All of Ryu's former family were mad to me, yeah. Had high hopes for Kaguya, but got nothing. Right. No knocking anyone who likes either of them. Yeah, it's obvious that if anything in here you like, it doesn't mean they're terrible. It's just I don't like them. I don't know why it would have to be said, but it has to be said. Adrian, do you think Cassandra's S tier? Sell me on Cassandra. Besides the scene of her waking up, sell me on Cassandra. I welcome you to. I was wondering when you would be adding the trash. It didn't take long. I'm sorry. I might bump her up to D later on when I get some actual trash characters in here. She's not terrible. I don't like her. She annoys me. I limited your reasoning there. I'm sorry. Cassandra is based on the ancient Greek woman who can foretell the future and despairs, and she certainly does that. Constantly. Way too much. What's up, Tungsten? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. It's Daphne. She's fine. She's kind of. I'm kind of in the same boat as with Elisa. She's just there. I mean, she did have a good moment at some point with Lily, but that was about it. Haruhime is kind of similar to Aisha, where I didn't care about her until like the recent season. Like, I think the big issue that Haruhime has is that she's the archetype that looks like she's constantly on something. Like, this girl is always, I'm thinking of YouTube friendly terms here. Her brain's up here. Like, her brain is up here. Like, she's always in the clouds because something, yeah, stoned is a good way to put it without being too blunt about it. But this season she's been doing some really awesome stuff. Like, for lack of a better term, her fur is flying right now. Yes, ISF. Yes, exactly. So yeah, she kind of was one of those characters. She would probably been like a D tier, but she's kind of come up to B tier recently, so she's super good. Fox Girl Haruhime is an A tier for me. She is not Space Cadet levels, more high on life. There's the perfect way of putting it. She's high on life. She's always high on life. Yeah, she actually trained herself, and she got a really cool ability. She's able to kind of do things that wouldn't require her to kill herself in order to get it to pull off. So, are we basing the tier list on current season? Yes, this is the season. This is winter 2023 anime season, so. Fox Girls are S to me. Yeah, that does technically help a lot. It does help a lot. Hestia is always still Bestia. She's kind of like nothing in this season, though, so that kind of brings her down a little bit, but she's, like any other season, she's S tier, but this season, she's just kind of there. Like, she's doing something in the background, but not much. But she's still great because she's Hestia, and I love her Seiyu, and she's got a nice figure. Fox Girls and Cat Girls are S tier, always, except for this one. Liddy's S tier. I've always loved Liddy. She's always been my best girl. I will always have her as my best girl. She's super cute. I love her voice. Her Seiyu is fantastic, and unlike I mean, she had a really good part in, what was it? I think it was season 3, maybe season 2. The one part where she went back to her old owner, and then she kind of fought through the whole medicine and stuff like that. Anyways, really good part for her. But this season, she has been amazing. Like, the amount of times that she stood up, despite being level 1, like, despite the fact that monsters in the area could sneeze and she'll blow up, she's been, like, super brave. And I think there's, like, I hope when she leaves, she gets, like, a massive level up. Which I don't know if it's possible, because isn't she still, I don't think she's made a pact with Hestia, right? So she couldn't level through her. She would have to go through her original god, right? I have to look into that. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but she's got to have a massive amount of power leveling happening after this. I mean, already, I'm already assuming that Bell's gonna go back and suddenly he's gonna level up like 50 million times, but Lily's got to get something out of this. She is under Hestia now? Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was the case. When did that happen, or is it just not adapted? I have to go back and look at that. I know she joined Hestia's familia, but I thought that was like maybe a ritual they have to go through. Does the seal transfer over and so Hestia can now upgrade her, or is it... Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. The fairy in the bottle, I don't care. I don't care. She's not bad, but I'd probably still put her in trash because there's nothing about her that I care about. She's just a fairy in a bottle. She's to add fake out deaths to the show, which I don't like. These two characters pretty much have the main reason why I didn't like part 1. The only things I didn't like about part 1, besides Ryu not answering what she's doing, the prophecy stuff and the fairy in a bottle being added was kind of like the riff part of the riff part of this season so far. It happened when they got the house. Maybe that was it. I'll have to look. When she survived Daenerys' wine. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out what... It was like a medicine or something that she had. The mermaid girl's a very shy girl. She is... I don't know if you're being sarcastic. She's definitely not a shy girl. She is definitely not that. Anyways. Mikoto. She's alright. She's not like a... I do like her design. I like her seiyuu, and normally I would probably be a huge fan of her, but again, another one of those ones where I think she doesn't get too much time to really do much. Like, she's still very side-charactered, I feel like sometimes. Ryu has definitely come up on my list a lot in the last few episodes, for sure. I still prefer her with long hair. I still hate they cut her hair. Like, she needs to have the long hair. She looks so much better with long hair. Low A, high B for me. I'll leave her an A for now. A just for devotion, right? To be fair, I say shy about how playful mixed with a little bit of shy. Okay, yeah. I follow you now. I thought you were being sarcastic about the fact that she didn't have anything up here and literally sticks her finger down his mouth. Hope we get more Ghislaine in season 2. Hopefully. I always take more Ghislaine, but I haven't read enough in the novels to know. So to confirm nor deny. Let's see, is that all of DanMachi? Yeah, I think that's all of DanMachi. I actually got through DanMachi faster than I thought I would. I like Ryu a lot, despite her stubbornness. Like I said, she frustrated me a lot in the first part. Really hate the whole... Please just answer the main character as to why you're doing what you're doing so that we can stop speculating and wondering what's going on. I noticed that I ended up watching anime that could have second season or multiple seasons, even anime seasons. If you do that, then make sure to watch everything that I watch, that I like. Go watch Onimai. Go watch Magical Revolution. There were 2 cat girls this season 4, part 2, only 2 episodes of the entire anime. There was quite a bit. There was quite a bit of cat girls. We will get more cat girls. Let's see. I guess we'll knock out the only female... Well, there's another female character, but Meryl... I hate her in this show. I hate the new Meryl. Now, I'm not going to claim I remember how much I liked the original Meryl. I don't think I cared too much about the original Meryl, but Trigun Stampede's Meryl is just... She's goofy. I like her goofy nature, but I don't even know why she's there. Like, I literally don't know why she's even there. She could... If Meryl wasn't in Trigun Stampede, I don't even think I would tell a difference. That's the sad part about it. In the original series, she was like an insurance company person, so she was like giving out insurance information and stuff like that, but I don't get her in this one. How's Gale, Wind, Ryu, Lion not on the list? That's Ryu. Unless I'm missing something. Saw the original Trigun, I didn't see the new one. I think it's fine. I think Trigun Stampede's fine. I've been enjoying a lot of stuff about it. Imagine if Desert Punk gets a remake anime. That'd be cool. She's there for Roberto's new character. She's there to remind me that Millie's not in the show. Let's be perfectly honest. Yeah, Kotoko. Can I say that on YouTube? The pot cleaning girl. I like her design. I think she's cute. I just struggle with putting her very high because I don't like the show. I'm trying so hard to like Inspector. I can't. Like, I just try. I try, and I can't. I think she's a great character, but I think just the writing and the show itself, I can't stand it. The Yuki girl was super good, though. I love the Yuki girl. I don't know if I want to put her S tier. I'll put her A tier. Her, like, 2 episodes of Inspector, well, it was technically 3, but I accidentally skipped one of the episodes. It was a good thing that I did because they told the wrong story like they usually do. But, yeah, the Yuki story was super good. Like, those 3 episodes were really good. Yuki's like dead asleep right now. I don't know if you guys are actually calling for her. But no, I think she's great. She's Aoi Yuki, so that helps as well a lot. So I'm in season 2, got to episode 6. I love the Yuki on it. Yeah, she's super good. Dropped season 1 at Still Being Girl. That was about the time where it started going downhill for me, and I was not doing well with that show. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I loved her character. Great personality. I loved how, like, she got to this point where she's like, just take me already. And now Yuki helps a lot too, so yeah. Let's see. The next one, I guess, would be Reincarnated Exorcist. Reincarnated Exorcist. I really like Yifa. She's super cute. She's not amazing or anything, so I probably put her at a B, which I think is good for a no-name show that has little value to me overall. Leaving Ice Wallenstein out is like saying Edis Greyrat is not important now that she's gone off the train. Yeah. What did we get? Like, we got, like, I think 1 shot of Ice Wallenstein this season, right? Like, 1 shot. And it was a flashback where he was thinking about Eyes. It was like, yeah, she's kind of non-existent in this series. I mean, I would do the same with Edis. If season 2 has no Edis in it, I won't put it. I probably will put Edis in the list. I don't know. We'll see. Amu, I think she's super cute, but not. I don't really care too much about her. Mabel, I don't care. I really don't care about her. I feel bad about her story, but I don't care about her. Hopefully, in the future, she'll be a better character. I'm on episode 7 of Exorcist Reincarnated Anime. The maid is decent. The second and third girl have their charm. Yeah, from what I understand, in the source material, Yifa gets a little bit more thirsty. And I'm kind of sad they didn't adapt that, because I would have liked to see Yifa just kind of going all out, a bit of jumping kind of style. Magic Rev is the only isekai I'm watching this season, and I do rarely see isekai unless I hear the isekai is in a season of his mating. That's the good thing about Magic Rev, is it doesn't really feel like an isekai. She's been inspired by her previous life, but she's not her previous self. It's so implying that she's only seen a vision of her previous life, and not necessarily that she is from another world. I mean, I could even argue that there's a possibility that she had just gotten somebody else's memories thrown in her head, and not necessarily that she is a spirit or something from another person. It's kind of similar to Grimgar. Grimgar, they just have a faint idea of where they came from, but they don't know what's going on. Nagisa, are you watching Nier? Okay. Nagisa, do you watch Nier? I'd be curious about that. I'm not sure if Nagisa's into shows like that. Of course, I don't know everything that Nagisa's watched. Thirsty anime women are wonderful to see in it at times. There's a lot of them. Speaking of thirsty anime girls, Farming Life in Another World. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I don't really have much of any feeling for any of these girls. I kind of like the vampire girl. She's super cute. but she's still like only a B. The rest of them are just kind of too many syndromed. These girls are just too many syndromed. I think I have another one down here. 2 down here. Which, drag them up here. They're like introduced and they just stand there. Big problem with the show itself. So it's like a big statement for the show itself. The show has too many syndrome. Every single, like, every quarter of an episode, it feels like they're introducing a new girl. They say how Sugoi he is. They decide to stay there. And they drool at him for the rest of the show. Then the next girl shows up. They introduce her. She freaks out about how OP he is and how amazing he is. And they go and they stand in their spot on the sideline and drool at him. So, I mean, I guess the only 2 characters they've really done anything with really is the angel and the vampire. The rest of them are just there. So, they're cute. I would take them in a harem like that, but too many syndrome. It is too many syndromed. I love the game so much. I'm gonna start. Oh, you're talking about Nier. I was like, wait, is there a farming life in another world game? I agree. Yeah, the one is quite different than a show. I'd be curious if the source material spends more time on the characters rather than keep jumping in new ones, because like I said, it's breakneck speed. They just don't even spend any time with these characters. Love farming life in another world. The girls are B to S to C to A. That's a really weird spectrum. They're B to S. Wait, they're more B to S or C to A. Just the spectrum of them, I guess. Excel dog, what's going on? You're confusing me, undead. Anyways, moving on. The girls from Ningen, Fushien, Disillusioned Heroes. Agate's a nothing. I don't care. Her backstory was very Ningen Fushien, so whatever. Kurin I really like. Kurin is super cute. I'll keep her at B for now. And then, as much as I loved her at the very beginning, Tiana is like super cute. I don't care too much, so yeah, I think right now the Dragon Girl's still the best in the show for me. The rest is kind of like I struggle with the show overall just because of the pure constant nasty nature of the show. Just kind of wears me out. Yeah, Kurin's like the only one that I feel like overall is naturally, I think what helps with her, and this might sound mean, but she's kind of ditz in a way. So I think that kind of helps the show, or it helps her as a character in a show where everybody is so self-interest. Not just the bad guys, but the main characters are so self-interest, where she's like more pure and unfortunately gets taken advantage of. Yeah, naive is a better word for it, Dualt. That's a good one. Like 3 weeks behind on it. I can't say to rush to go watch it. Them having math tests was last episode I saw. That was rough. That was so blah. Anyways, I'm not gonna get stuck on that show. It's gonna be a fun one to review. I'll just say that much. Yeah, the show where everybody is mean, pretty much. For me, it's either B to S gap or C to A. Okay, the vampire and angel are A. The elves are B to C. The thing I enjoy most, the demi-human woman, she is not easy for me. Are you talking about what was her name? Frarim? This girl, the one that's like the demon. I'm guessing is the demon lord's daughter. I don't remember. I think it was supposed to be the demon lord's daughter. I'm just nuts. Bump Kurin to A. No, this is my list. This is my list. The only time I bump things up is when people give me super chats, and then I say, don't do that. I go, oh no, don't give me super chats. But no, anyways, Onimai characters. Here's where like half the chat's waiting for it. I'm just joking. Okay, so let's kick things off with one of the bigger one, Asahi. Yeah, I can skip. Yeah, let's just keep Onimai for the end. let's keep Onimai for the end. Slime Girl. Let me get Slime Girl out of the way here. she's like nothing in the show right now. I don't even know why I put her on the list. Who was the other one? There's another character I put in here, the Fox Girl. Which apparently she's supposed to be S tier because she's a Fox Girl, but another one that's just kind of a nothing character. The show's so focused on the main guy that it doesn't really spend much time with the girls. Asahi S. Onimai. You have to start Onimai. Undead, go watch Onimai. After the stream, though. By the grace of God, there's others. Yeah, there's like the clerks and stuff like that, but again, I don't really have any feelings for them, so. Super chat bump Onimai now. Don't. I'll say yes, but I won't say why. She lost everything in the second city. Who lost everything in the second city? Oh, you think the girl lost everything once it went to the second CD for slime? Put Handyman on hold for even less to watch. Handyman side is really good. I highly recommend it. Anyways, Asahi is S. She's super cute. She's like the one that's the most pure of the bunch, and I just love her Genki nature. She's a very good Genki character. She's huggable, which I really like, so that puts her up there. The downgraded version of Kaede right here. You can tell because the picture of her only right here takes up her chest only takes up this part of the picture, so that lets you know that this is the manga version of her that's extremely downgraded. It's the real Kaede. I would prefer this version. I think this is better. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of her upgrade. Those are just way too much for me, honestly. But Kaede is S tier. She's big sis. I love her to death. Mahiro, he's a bro. She's a bro. She's a sis. Whatever you want to call him. I think he's great. His seiyu's fantastic. I love him. Mihari is best girl. I love her to death. I love her. I love her. She's great. She could turn me into a girl any day. That sounded really wrong, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to own up to it. Mahiro is S tier no matter what. This is just going to be a bunch of Onimai characters. Nope, never mind. It's not going to be Onimai characters. She's not trash for me anymore. Mio is not trash for me anymore. I think in the first episode, I would probably throw her straight in the trash. She's not trash, but I don't like her. I don't really like her. She's the worst humor of the show. I don't think she's had a couple points where it was like super redeemable, like her thinking that Mahiro was having issues and trying to help him out. She's jumped in and helped out in situations where I think it's really cute. But overall, she's literally a joke I don't like in any anime. So that's why she kind of goes downhill for me. The Fox Girl from the Grace of the Gods. The Fox Girl is set up before doing something. The anime focus on the guy who guys slimes, adventure, heroines, the beast ones vary. The cute dinosaur PJs. I want it so bad. Those are super cute. I love them. When I seen it in the intro, I was like, I can't wait to see that. The slime in campfire cooking is another world. I am sure is female and is S tier. I love that voice. The slime in cooking, campfire cooking is super cute. Like, I love that voice. It's so soft and cute. Mew teacher. I still don't like her, and I'm caught up with the manga. She never gets better then. She never gets better. I still think they missed the kissing scene. Still think they missed the kissing scene? The manga? For Onimai? What's up, Brian? She's just that Fujoshi character vibe, right? I've never cared for the Fujoshi characters in shows. Whenever there's a show and two characters get too close and suddenly they start huffing in the background, I'm like, that's that character. I'm not gonna like this character. Moving on, kind of thing. So it doesn't work for me. And then finally, Momiji. Momiji's super cute. I'm not like super sold on Momiji, but I do really like Momiji. She's got heart. Maybe A for now. I'll put her in A for now. I think A is fine for Momiji. I'm not gonna put her S tier. Momiji is not that big for me yet, so Momijiro. Momijiro. I'm just gonna get these ones out of the way. I really don't care for really anything about this show. They're not bad characters, but I don't care. I think I'll put the main character... Was it Ingus? Inglis? I'll put him in trash. I really don't like Inglis. He has nothing going for him as a character. Yes, I'm assuming they cut something from the original material, but I have to read any of it. Yeah, I know they skipped the onsen scene, which is really huge, and I really wonder if they're gonna get back to it. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's Onimai Day, yes. But no, tomorrow I'll be very curious if they'll have the sick, the scene where Mahito gets sick. They may skip it because they skipped the onsen scene, unless they kind of move things around, which they could totally do. 200 words they post, so yeah, the Beastman adventure did get more time in season 1. Season 2 a bit less. If season 3 happens, you're on for a treat. I'd be very I would be open for season 3. I like the show. Aaron, what? Are you mad because English is in trash or because I put all the other girls in D? I wish there was a paperback release of Onimai. I've only been able to acquire it on Kindle. Yeah, I don't think that ever got physical release, did it? I would like a physical release of it, for sure. Gonna cost me another 20 bucks to put Chizuru up. Is that what happened last time? I don't know if it was specifically Chizuru. Onston might be OVA. I don't think so because they've already listed the 2 Blu-rays and both Blu-rays do not have an OVA listed. So unless they do an ONA or they do a separate Blu-ray release with maybe a 2-episode Blu-ray release on the side. But for the 2 parts of the Blu-ray for the first season, they do not have an OVA listed. And they typically list that in the show or in the description. Fifth anime girl in trash. The intro I saw a few times. Might see the anime of it. The 5th one, English. It's okay. It's an okay show. I just don't like the main character. He's a battle junkie, right? Aren't all men battle junkies? No. He does so many things in that show that I would be like, nah, that's not my priority, dude. That would not be my priority, dude. That would not be my priority, dude. I think they'll do an onsen episode for the first half of the season finale and then introduce the new characters in the second half. It'll depend on if he gets sick the next episode. Like I said, because like I said, it technically reintroduces that concept and it would kind of not... At least in the manga... At the time of the next episode, in the manga, it reintroduces the concept, acknowledging that it already exists. So, that's all I'll say. What do you think about the new Willy? What I think about the new Willy? Think about the new season of Bleach. What I think about the new season of Bleach, I'm guessing that's what you're asking. I really enjoyed it. Really fantastic visually. I love Ichigo. I think he's one of the best shonen characters. He's probably my favorite like battle crazy shonen series main character. I just love his no nonsense. By the Grace of God, season 3 is likely to show some key parts of the volume 8 and 11. Season 1 first, volume 3, then possibly a movie. I wonder how popular it is in Japan. It honestly shocked me that they got a second season, so I don't know. Oh my gosh, Inukai. Inukai-san. She's freaking nuts. She's a little bit too crazy for my liking. I know that there's people out there that like that type of girl, but Inukai's special. There's a few things to note here. If you're a big fan of Inukai, unless you're a dog, don't even bother, because this girl's not gonna care a dang thing about you. If you don't woof, she wants nothing to do with you. I guess she might be into guys that would woof for her, but the best anime with a dog, it's up there. It is definitely up there. But yeah, she's crazy. I don't think I would be. She's too much for me. She's a bit too much for me. She's kind of one of those girls that if you accidentally got off the bed and stepped on their dog's tail, she would probably kick you out of the house without your clothes. Not a good girl. Not a good girl to get with. Like The Grace of the Gods a lot, but I don't see it getting popular enough to support a movie. No, definitely not a movie unless they did like a... I mean, they do like smaller shows have theatrical showings. Maybe not in the West, but it could get something in Japan. Denji would love her. Denji would definitely love her. Because he'd be willing to be called a dog. Inikai-san dog, I saw episode 1. We'll need to get to episode 2 and onward. It gets crazy about, what is it, 3? When it gets about 3, you're like, it's like, whoa. Alright, we're doing this thing. Watching 10 plus anime is taxing. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And I did this for a full time. Of course, I do a lot of video editing and stuff, so it takes a lot of my time. But still, it's hard, even for me to get caught up. Only see Twitter clips of the anime. You get the best parts, probably. I do like Neko Tani is her name. I always call her Karen because that's her first name. Isn't it Nekotani or something like that? Because it's like referencing to cats. I think it's Nekotani. Yes, Nekotani. I love Nekotani. I love her voice. I love the twin tail pigtail thing. She's super cute. I'm not like super devoted to her, so I'll probably put a B. Low B, high C maybe. She's super cute. This chick crazy too. She can go with Inukai. These two could be perfectly fine together. She assaulted a table, and I do demand justice for that table. She Kogias a table, and thus we must have justice for table. Hashtag justice for tables. Hashtag tables have feelings too. But technically, it was a desk, I think, right? It was a desk. I don't watch this interesting ones get old fast. Oh, yeah. I can't stand it. Even though I do recommend people checking out Immoral Guild on High Dive now, it's like, sticker version sucks. Is that it for those? I have a couple that I added later, so I'm making sure that I don't miss any down here and have to come back to them later. So the Hanuman Saito characters, Kondo of Table. Yes, the Kondo of Table needs to come together for the table. Kondo together, strong together. So the monk girl, Franril, I think is her name, Franril. She's cute. I like her. Not like super sold on her. She's fine. I think she's probably one of the more attractive characters of the show. I just don't care much for her. Laugh-n-Pon's S tier. Laugh-n-Pon goes way up here. Yes, I admit part of that's because it's now Toyama. Sumi. But she's great. I love her. I hurt for her that she's the butt of so many inappropriate jokes, but I love her. She's cute. She bounces off of that stuff really well, which I really like. Her story's kind of tragic, kind of screwed up. I would try to put funding on the side just for her, but yeah, I like her. She's great. Her comedy's great. She's cute. I love everything about her. The girls from Hanuman Saito, Another World. How about the Dark Fairy? The Primas, she's down here. That was one of the ones I added later. Laugh-n-Pon's amazing, yes. Laugh-n-Pon's useful for measurements, right? When he brought her down to his lower half, I was like, that is so wrong. It is so wrong. Poor girl. Golly. Lilyza. She reminds me of Presea from... Is it Presea from Symphonia? Cute pigtail girl with a gigantic axe. I like her. Again, don't really have much to go with her character, but I still think she's super cute. So she probably kind of goes in line with the rest of the C's, kind of mid-area. Half of Laugh-n-Pon was the cherry on the pie. Half of Laugh-n-Pon. Half of Laugh-n-Pon? Half of Laugh-n-Pon? Relza, she's super cute. I would love to have her in a party. I'll put Relza... I'll go with A for now. She might go down to B. She's kind of a high B, low A for me. I think she's super cute, though. I'd definitely hang out with her in a party. Cat Girl, the Black Cat Girl from the Shores series. Cat Girl, the Black Cat Girl from the Shores series. You'll have to explain on that one. The super cute girl does have her teammate who has preferences. Yeah, the priest girl, Ninya. I'm gonna put her in C to be with her girl. I could never separate these two. Like if they go to B, they go to B together. B together, get it? That's funny. The shop girl, she's crazy. I have no real connections to her, but I like her comedy. She's golden in a lot of ways. Raichi, she's pretty much trash. I just don't care. The bully mage girl that's super selfish. I have no care for her whatsoever. She's a nothing. She's a nothing. Primas is great. Her story's super screwed up. I have no connection to her though, so I'll probably do a C for her. Sorry, I'm using this voice translated from the phone to cell phone. That's fine. That's fine. This reminds me of the Rosario Vampire. Yeah, I can kind of see the connection there. All right, Commander. I don't even think they've given her a name yet. I think she's just Commander in the show so far. So, Commander, trash because she doesn't do well enough to help the others. She's trash. I'm sorry, Adrian, trash. I don't know if Adrian even has any connection to her whatsoever. Just saying she's trash because every time there's something bad happening, she's up there going, can't help you. I know she's probably following orders, but she's got a good character design. I'll give her that much. Liddy, God, after her episode last week, I think B's fine for Lily for me right now. I pity the commander and pity the commander. Lily's A for you. Yeah, she definitely bumped up with the last episode. She was probably like a C for me last episode, but she got herself bumped up to B. She was a C, then she bumped up to B. Yeah. I have yet to see Nier anime. It's good. It's really good. 2B's S tier. Just for the bum. Just for the bum. And you're missing your wife. I'm guessing we're talking about the very brief shot we got at the last episode. I don't even know who she's called, so I don't know. I assume it's number 2, but I don't know yet. So I don't want to look up anything to find confirmation. So yeah, the girl at the end. Okay, yeah. Which again, I'm assuming is number 2. I don't know if it is, but it kind of insinuates that it is. Near S tier just for the butts. Yes, 2 butts. The 2 butts. That one frame makes her S tier. I can't follow you on that. It's fine though. Your wife has had like 1 second of screen time, Adrian. Hey, no, that was like 4 seconds. That was like 4 seconds. Come on. Is that it for Nier? I think that is. High card. High card. High card's gonna be a difficult one for me too because I don't have too much character connection with these characters. Sugar Peas is probably... It's Rie Takahashi which makes her great. Her I will say that I think Sugar Peas' episode... What was it? Episode 4 or 5? Rie Takahashi nailed that performance. Like, damn, that was good. Like, her breakdown, Rie Takahashi voiced it, was so good. So good. But I don't care for her character. So. Could make myself like high cards. Don't have to make yourself like it. If you don't like, you don't like it. Wendy, even though she went the route of Kakaguriri at some point, it didn't ruin her character. It actually, I was kind of fine with her. But she's still kind of in the C area. So, drop high card. I still don't know the reason. It's fine. It's just an dumb action show. It could do some cool stuff later on, but so far it's just a dumb action show. And then get into Kobayashi and Endo Live. Fine. She's fine. I'm fine with Fine. Yeah, Love and Peace Girl. That's Wendy right here. But now, I don't have any connection to Fine. I think she's fine so far. Kobayashi I really love. She's a goofball. I'd probably put her high B, mainly because I am getting a little frustrated by her cluelessness. Like, she's a little bit too clueless for me. I think she's super cute when she gets excited, though. I really do love her excitement. Her personality when she's excited is super cute. Obviously, Lisa Lott is S tier. I don't think anybody that's actually watching the show is going to disagree with that. Lisa Lott is S tier. I didn't see the anime that Fine's from. It's Lisa Latte. Tsundere Lisa Latte. Endo and Kobayashi Live. Of course, she has to be... No, she doesn't. She doesn't have to be clueless. Stop accepting the norms. Stop accepting the norms. I'm messing up my screen here. Hold on a second. Hold on, OBS. I'm fixing it. You are also a Lisa Tan simp. Everybody must help and support Lisa. She's great. I think that's it for that show. Yeah, I think that's it. It's because of the plot. she has to be ditz because of the plot. They have to extend the plot for more episodes by making her super ditz. I understand fully the game there. Doesn't mean I'll like it. I don't know. Some cluelessness is kind of cute. And she's not, like, unbearably. So, it's fine. On... Normies must not be accepted. On... There's a side of me that wants to put on an A because of just the kind nature that she is, but there's almost an element of that being too much. Like, she's almost into the realm of, girl, you walked right into that. There's times where it's like, girl, you walked right into that. It was obvious. The neon signs were pointing at the door, and you walked right into it. And that frustrates me a little bit. I'll leave her at high B for now. But I do love her design. I think she's cute. I love her. She's got a heart. It's just it's a little bit tough to deal with that heart sometimes. She has to be pushed into conflict. She really does walk right into everything. I don't necessarily think that she gets pushed in there. She literally just walks into it every time. The writer pushes her into it. That's for dang sure. I'm sick of seeing Jonas. Like, literally that show is falling apart for me because this writer's obsessed with Jonas. And it's dumb at this point. How many times Jonas shows up, it's dumb. Anyways. I guess I could have included Mithrolita Pato. I don't know if... I think they pretty much established that Mithrolita Pato is a boy, so I didn't put him in the list. But it is another Rie Takahashi, so I kind of was tempted to put him in there. Kathy's... Kathy's kind of like... I like her because she's willing to kind of point things out as being... She's a casualty of her owner. But at the same time, she does try to go out of her way to kind of try to stop the situation. Where I mentioned earlier, On walks into everything. Kathy literally tells her, don't walk into it. And she does it anyways. And so Kathy's like, well, B did it anyways. So here's a pile of blood. I told you not to walk into that door and you did it anyways. So here's your dang bag of blood. And your pack of wolves. Jonas, I thought you said donuts. Same difference. I wanna plug a donut hole right into his stomach and he'll be a donut. Turning point to him right in the chest and I'd be perfectly happy with it. Just turning point to him right in the chest. Kathy seems to be turning the table around. She is sweet. Like, again, she's a casualty of her crappy owner. Jonas is the new Rachel for Tower of God. Nailed it. Nailed it. Anyways, that's sugar happy fairy tale, sugar apple fairy tale, sugar happy. It's sugar apple fairy tale. I keep wanting to say sugar happy fairy tale. Different show. Anyways, 80,000 gold girls. Eldilid is a nothing to me. She's pretty much Edis of 80,000 gold. So if you guys have not watched Saving 80,000 Gold for My Retirement, it's super good, by the way. It's one of my favorite shows of the season. It's not amazing, but it's really good. I enjoy it. If you ever watched Mushoku Tensei, you know how Edis, when she reaches 15, she has to have this big, huge, noble party, and if she fails it, everybody will think that she's a failure. That's her. She literally is the same story. She's got to have this big party. The main character shows up to throw a huge party or to help her be successful in the party. She's successful, and then everybody thinks she's a success. So that's really all she is. She's an Eris knockoff. She doesn't act like Edis in any way, shape, or form. It's just her story is kind of the same. Now, unfortunately, the main character does not get with her to bed afterwards. That would have been really interesting, but I guess my comparison sucks. I'm sorry. It sounded right in my head. Expecting the last 2 episodes to go nuts in 80K. I'm hoping to have a really good conclusion with it. It is a really good show. I just really like the main girl, which, by the way, Mitsuha S tier. She's great. I love her. She's one of the rare cases of an actual adult character being the main character in a isekai. She's got a little bit of brattiness to her that kind of shows that she hasn't fully matured as an adult, but she is super great. Like, I love her. She's conniving. She has a heart. Like, everything about her personality works. Like, she feels like the most human main character in an isekai, if it's not like something like Mushoku Tensei. Like, unlike Mushoku Tensei, he feels like a real person because he's a neat slob that is basically a man-child, and it feels real because it's understandable the way he is. Every other main character outside of that, and maybe mine from Ascendance of Bookworm, they don't really feel like natural people. They usually feel like power fantasies. It's a self-insert main character. Mitsuha feels like a real person. Like, she does everything I think that I would do. Like, if I was presented with the idea of traveling between these 2 worlds, I would totally do the same thing she's doing. Like, exploit the 2 worlds, make a bunch of money. And again, like I said, she's relatable in the idea that she's still selfish in a lot of regards, while at the same time, she has a heart. And when she sees an issue in front of her, she'll step out there. I think she has way too much. She has a lot of, not plot armor, but like convenience armor. Like, because every time that something really terrible happens, everybody shows up to just kind of defuse the situation. Her connections show up to defuse the situation, but she's a lot of fun. I love her character. The designs they have for her in the OP and the ED are fantastic. She's great. So, and she's not like a type of character you would typically get with, like, I would love more fan service of her, but it doesn't really go out of its way to give fan service. Like, the only time they give fan service for her was like her bathing suit, which was kind of did well to sort of accent that scene because she's always kind of wearing a maid outfit or something like that. And then suddenly when she finally gets in a bikini, it's like, whoa, you're like the other characters where you're like, wait, whoa, she's in a bikini. Bouncing in the OP is too cute. Yeah, I love it. She's super happy. I want her to be happy. The sister of the noble family coming next is A. I do like that sister. She's super conniving. No bed show ruined. I love how bold she is to stroll into the mercenary company and ask for firearm training. I love it. I mean, she knows that she's got the money. They ain't gonna ask questions. It was very faithful how they did all that stuff too. Except for the recoil. The recoil makes no sense. The only thing they got wrong in that whole thing was the recoil. There was no recoil. But all the trigger safety and stuff is really good. Yeah, Mitsuha is totally S. 80,000 is falling into the same Bilibili tropes of this could get interesting, but don't want to offend anyone, so good show with lots of weighted potential. That's fine. What's the same Billy Billy jokes? Like the streaming service Billy Billy, or am I missing something? Can I borrow that magazine? Won't disagree, the bikini scene was on purpose. I loved it. It was cute. Yeah, the princess, or not the really princess, she's a noble. Beatrice. I'm not like super sold on her, but she's good. Maybe low B, high, I'll do high C. Wasted. And Colette, the show doesn't seem to care about her, so I'll just put her with the noble girl. Hopefully they have fun together, because apparently the show doesn't care about Colette anymore. She apparently is sending letters to her, and I didn't know she was sending letters. I just figured she completely forgot about her. And then suddenly they're like, oh yeah, she sent her a letter, and I'm like, okay, so she does remember Colette. Like, this girl just like, she just left behind a long time ago. I just have a feeling, her family is gonna get killed. That's the only way they can see them really kind of dragging her in, is like her family gets killed. Or maybe she just builds a house for them in the new place she's staying. I can see why she doesn't want to be with Colette, because Colette keeps breaking her back by hugging her. Maybe that's why she's afraid of going back. She's like, the moment I go back to that town, she's gonna break my back. Oh my gosh. Ririha from Kaina. Another kind of tragedy of the story. She's just kind of a nothing character. Rie Takahashi's great though, again, but I don't care. I really don't care for her. She can go back at any point instantly. Right. But she doesn't, because she doesn't want to get her back broken. So Relentless, that definitely fits my point. She can easily get there, but she doesn't want to. Like, she doesn't have to send a letter. She's sending a letter. She doesn't have to. Toko. I don't even know why she's there. It's fine. I don't care. Monogatari. Malevolent Spirits Monogatari. Botan. I've watched 4 or 5 episodes at this point. I have not fully caught up on the show. Botan's fine. I don't even know anything about Haori, so she's fine. Kagami's fine. I really don't like you. Put them up here. They're not bad. Yeah, I don't really have too much feeling with the characters so far. I think they're fine, but hopefully in the future episodes it gets better. You drop that anime. I think it's decent. It's a decent show, but amongst like a really big freaking season, I don't blame anybody for dropping it. I haven't caught up on this series, but based on the 4 episodes I watched of it, I think Kumi's fine. She's cute. The cat girl, she's fine, cute. If it's even a girl, I don't even know at this point. This character I have yet to even really get into at this point watching the show, so I don't even know who she is. I love her design though. It's not Monogatari, it's Monogatari. Sorry. Malevolent Spirits. I think that's it for that one. Destiny servers just died. I killed it because you keep going there and I'm tired of watching you play that game on Discord. Gonna start a new playthrough? Good. Surune girls. Noah. I think of the... Let me see. I'm trying to think of which one I like most. I think Rika is probably the one I like the least because she just I don't feel her in their character at all. She's very normal. I know it's sad to say, a character that feels very normal, like just not outwardly expression. It's been a few weeks since I watched their episode though. But I think they're all kind of fit into... I'm not like a huge attachment to them, so I'll probably put them in C. I do like them though. I think they add like a nice mixture to the show itself. I'm curious about my take. I don't really have too much to say. I think they're fantastic. I love their episode. I loved how each one of them kind of came together with their own strengths and kind of lifted each other up in their own way. But at the same time, they're not too much of a focus on the show, unfortunately. I think they're great support, though. I kind of want to put them in B. Yeah, I'll put them in low B for now. I do like the fact that they sort of, like I said, support the guys in the show. Like how the beasts folk communicate in giant RCBs. Giant beasts of arse beasts. Carol. She's just so dumb. She's just so dumb. I'm not caught up on this show, by the way. I think she's probably B tier. I think she'll probably be B tier. I'm sure probably in the recent episodes she gets a little better. No spoilers for Tomo. Haven't seen the days. No, I'm literally like 3 weeks behind on it, so I'm not gonna be able to spoil anything for you. I actually just recently was gonna go watch them last night, and I got caught up in Discord. So people in Discord, blame the people in Discord for me not being caught up on this show, because I was totally gonna watch it last night, and I didn't. Mizuzu is freaking S tier. She was the only reason I was enjoying the first, like, 4 or 5 episodes, so. From today's episode, SSSA. I'm guessing something really great happened today, Genghis, so be careful with the chat. But no, Mizuzu is fantastic. I love her. The comedy around Mizuzu is always great. Tomo, I could care less. I unfortunately just do not care. I think she's got her cute side, but I just don't. I don't care. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I really don't care for Tomo. Singing the cat song was great, but that's Rie Takahashi. It's not Tomo. Oh, I could totally see Carol end up being, like, super smart. You pass your judgment on her being ditzy, and then she does something really crazy. I just want to bump up Rika Seo from Tsunade from A to up to A. No, that's fine. I'm always open for people expressing where they want to put theirs. Misu and Carol are... See, what happens is when people watch this feed, they see where I put it, and then they have the chat that pops up and says, oh, I like it here. And they go, oh, this guy's got to be obviously smarter than Andrew. Chedo, welcome to the Otaku Spirit Club. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes. I think only you get to have the emotes. I don't know if anybody else gets the emotes. If everybody else gets the emotes, then I'm wrong. But I don't think so. So only you get them. Thighs Girl, I only watched like 3 episodes because it delayed. But just for the thighs, I put her in C. Other than that, I really have no attachment to her besides her thighs. Well, she has really good thighs. Yes, very much Pachi Pachi. Thank you so much, dude. That new ending for Tomo was great, though. Right, guys? Stop. I'll eventually watch it. I just seen people blowing up on Twitter, so I'm guessing it's a really good episode. But you're listening, I respect that. No, it's fine. I always love hearing people's opinions. Let's see. Tale of Outcast characters. This is gonna be tough. Because I know that I'm like the only person that watched the show. I think to get Harrietta out of the way, she literally had 1 episode. I'm not like super attached to her. Her story was screwed up though, or really heartbreaking. It's fine. We need to buy Spirit-chan emotes. I'll eventually one of these days I'll have somebody commission a bunch of them. I need to commission somebody. I literally like threw together the freak out version and it turned out fine, but I'm not a very good artist. I'm assuming an OPI. Is it an OP? What would be an OP? Did I misread that? I just assumed he was an OPI. Anyways, Diana was great. Her story, most of the stories in Outcast are really heartbreaking, but I really liked her story. It was really good. I think it had a fantastic conclusion, although it being very kind of emotional. Wisteria's great. I love her to death. I want her to be happy. Wisteria's smile must be protected. And it seems like most of the time she's protecting other smiles, so that kind of is a favor for her, so. Nagatoro characters. I think this is probably going to be where I'm going to start upsetting people. I think it's time for me to start upsetting people. Gamo is fine. No attachment. Probably C. The other ones are pretty much... I really don't care for her at all. Sakura, I have no care for Sakura. I really don't like Sana. I don't know if she's trash. I don't know. I just... Every time Sana's on the screen, I don't care for the show. I guess that kind of equates trash. I don't know. I need to catch up on Nagatoro. You actually like Gamo? She just walks in naked sometimes. That's all she really is. Like, she's just running around and doing just dumb stuff. I see no point to her whatsoever. She's the only one that raised the room, right? That's... You mean, Sakura? Gamo is low B for me, I'd say. While the main girl and her sister B and A tier. Yeah, that's her. It's just the manga version of her. It's what was it? What do you call him? Nechan Gatoro or something like that. Nitoro. Tom with the beauty mark, yeah. The sister was okay. I've only like watched like one episode with her in it, I think. She's fine. I'll put her C. Another fine. I don't care. But Nagatoro herself. Nagatoro as a show is becoming sort of like Uzaki-chan, where I've gotten kind of tired of the joke. But I still really like everything about Nagatoro. I don't think I have a problem putting her in S tier, but just the way the show's going, I almost want to put her in A because I'm sort of getting tired of it. Have I read Nagatoro manga? No. I barely ever read source materials unless something really grabs me. I think S is fine for her right now. Like, I have no problems with her. I just, like I said, I'm kind of getting tired of, like, the joke. It's like, girl, and the two of you need to just stop. Like, just get it over with already. They need to move on already, yes. And like I said, that's kind of, like, my issue that I have with Uzaki-chan is, like, just come... It's starting to feel like the writer's purposely trying to make more volumes. Just the two of you. And it felt like in the first season, they progressed their relationship really well. Like, it almost felt like this, from the beginning to the end of the first season, it was really good in its progression of the relationship. And now with, like, season 2, it's not like Uzaki-chan levels. Like, Uzaki-chan, it feels like it's time. And then you have a whole season of them, you going, it's time already. Whereas Nagatoro, it feels like it's still progressing, but it's time. Like, either acknowledge it or walk away, kind of thing. So, it's not terrible though. It's not Nagatoro levels, like, or Zaki-chan levels. Second season of Zaki-chan, I hated. I did not like that season, as much as I loved season 1. So. Alright, so Bungo Stray Dogs. For the two people that watch Bungo Stray Dogs, like me, and understand that this is like the best season of... one of the best shows of the season is Bungo Stray Dogs, and nobody's watching it. Elise, she hasn't really done much. I think she was at the very beginning of it. I do like her a lot. For sake of spoilers, I won't really get into details why, but I do like her personality and stuff. She's nasty. I love it. One day I'll catch up. I highly recommend it. Like, Bungo Stray Dogs is really good. Kyoka, we finally got her backstory. Now, I'm gonna struggle here because sometimes I'm gonna be thinking of, like, Season 3 stuff because I watched Season 3 and then went right into 4. So I might be mashing things together, but either way, Kyoka's backstory was very quick. It was to the point. They got it handled. I liked it. But I've always liked Kyoko. Like, she is super good. Kyoka, S tier, I think. Mihari at S tier, culture take, dude. Like, most all of Onimai is S tier, except the only one that Onimai didn't end up there was Mio. Mio, unfortunately, is down here. The writer, unfortunately, cursed her with the Fujoshi joke. It's not my fault. Andrew told me Bungo Stray Dog's main character gets a new power, and he said it's a really big deal. I told you that he got a new power, and it's a really big deal? Or some other Andrew? Onimai, that's the sister castrating her brother, right? Pretty much. It's something like that. Lucy's good. I think their brief moment with her was super cute. I'll put her in A for now. I think I might bring her down to B. It's a joke, fam. Like, you got me so confused. Being a Stray Dogs, I would need to do mini marathons to watch it. Worth it though. It's worth it though. It's definitely worth it. And then, this is the new girl, I think it's Teruko, one of the bounty hunters, or the, what are they called? No, they're the, it's not bounty hunters, is it? What's the name of them? The hunting dogs, Golly, dude. Her design in this show is really good. I don't know anything about her, so I'm just gonna put her in C. Maybe eventually we'll get something of her. Onimai is wholesome. It is super wholesome. Where's Sui? Which one's Sui? I need show. There's a lot of Suis. I don't know if there's more than one Sui this year. I don't know. Oh, the slime? You guys... Why do people bring out the slime again? Is that the same person that brought up the slime earlier? Soul Taker, did you bring up the slime earlier? I think this is like the third time somebody's brought up the slime. I love the slime. I just didn't know that it was actually confirmed female. I guess not that it has to. It's got a super cute voice. I want to hug it, but I don't know. I didn't know there was like this big, massive best girl fandom around Sui until now. No, you just got here, so you're not the only person that's a super Sui fan. I understand the appeal. I want a Sui plush, but dang, if the fandom was a lot more than I was expecting, I would have put it in my list if I had known that there was that much fandom for it. Should I just change my thumbnail to Sui the slime wins everything? Sui best girl. I like that. I like it. I ship it. My gosh. Yosono has basically overtaken Bungo Stray Dogs the last couple of episodes. She's best girl, no joke. I don't, there's no way she's not gonna be up in S tier. Her story freaking broke my heart. She's literally the glue that holds a lot of people together. I like that she's pretty much become so center focused in the last couple episodes, especially in this episode. So, yeah, I love her. I think she's fantastic. Great character. I don't think I really got much into her as a character for the first few seasons. It was really this season is, it really feels like this is her season. So, it makes sense. I thought it was going to be Rampo's season, but it went from Rampo to being so focused on her. It feels like they're kind of shifting around. I read a spoiler on AniList reading about Sui. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. Oh, we love you, Andrew. I love you too, Duncan. Appreciate you dropping by. Of course, work got busy right when you started doing Tomo. Glad to see Mizuzu as S. Yeah, and I was mentioning earlier that probably Carol go up higher. I haven't watched the recent episodes. Everybody says that she's great. I'm gonna assume that she's gonna be great, so I don't doubt it. I have to rewatch Bungo Stray Dogs. I dropped it early. I actually found, well, I don't know where you're at in it. So I've heard a lot of people say the same thing that I went through. That they got to season 3 and they dropped off. Like something happened and they just stopped watching. I was the same way. I watched and then when I rewatched season 3, the earlier parts, I realized that it was probably because it's kind of slow, the third season. But when I went back to watch season 3 to get caught up to watch season 4 like a couple weeks ago, I really felt like it's one of those series that once you start watching it again, everything sort of starts clicking again. Like I remembered everybody. Like it's just one of the, and that might be exclusively me, but I felt like it's one of those shows that when you get back to watching it, the characters start clicking. You start remembering each of the characters as they come on screen. They're kind of memorable in that way. So can't say it's the same for everybody, but it worked for me. It worked out for me. Oh no, it says it's a he. It's still cute. It's still a female voice. It's the problem of the slimes don't have genders. Whatever you want to say to put on the list, I would put on my list if I remember. So no, am I changing? Change your mind? All Light Novel fans says it's a girl. I think it could be either way until I see a slime thingy come out. I don't mind either way. Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. I like Chitose. Like Chitose was like the only character that was kind of making me want to continue watching this show. She's cute. I like her. She's not like great or anything like that. Mahiro, I could care two craps about. I think she's super cute. I think I'd be fine dating her. But as a character in writing, she's super boring. So I don't have any care whatsoever for her. Is that a hot take? Do we have like a massive fandom for her? I know Genghis likes her. Do people actually really like Mahiro? I didn't trash her. I put her in D. I was thinking of it. I'm not gonna deny that I was thinking of it, but then I realized she's not a bad person. She's more interested in the novel. I don't know. No Earthly told me that. I haven't heard that she's any better there. Mahiro is A. It's about the same thing, man. D and trash is the same thing, or just the fact that I stumbled upon the trash can going to the D. I was like walking with her and she kind of bumped into the trash can. It fell over, you know, and a couple of the characters try to scurry out of it. Yeah, I kind of find her bland. I agree. It's just kind of like, yeah, she's hot. She's hot. She cooks good. She's hot. She cooks good. She's really hot. She cooks good. She's hot. She cooks good. I think she's also hot. There was a third thing. I can't remember what it is, but there's something else about her. I can't remember. Mahiro is an A tier for me. Her mother is something. It's got a little something. She's a giver. There you go. Her third, she's a giver, because she cooks things. But she found finally a secure place for her. I'm certain there's some really good story in there. I haven't got. Admittedly, I've only watched 4 episodes. I don't know. And that's just him. I almost read that but also that Mahiro is actually a dude. That would be great. I would watch that if that had turned out to be that case. I'm sorry for the big fans of her. I don't get it. Is she hot? Yes, she is hot, Tungsten. And does she cook? Yes, she does cook. One time they bought pizza, I think, but she cooks most of the time. It gets better after 5 to 6 episodes. Triggerpore, you said the best statement you could ever tell somebody. It gets good after 6 episodes. It gets real good. That's going to be my problem doing To Your Eternity. Like, literally, when I review To Your Eternity 2nd season, it's that me saying, I'm going to be perfectly honest. This is it gets better after such and such episodes. It's just a fact. I know I'm late, but how is the list so far? I think I've only said 2 controversial things so far, Nick. Apparently, Mahiro being in D tier. What was the other one that everybody got angry about? Somebody was mad about putting Ignis in trash. Carol, yeah, but Carol, I admitted that I haven't seen her episodes yet. I'm watching a lot of shows, and there's some shows that get fall back on, and Tomo was one of them, and Malevolent Spirits is another one of them. I'm hoping To Your Eternity gets a 3rd season. I really hope so, too, because I hope the last episode's as fulfilling as episode 19 was. Next year is going to be the 3rd. The Birthday Girl. There's a lot of art for Carol, so I know the fandom's there. Don't get me wrong, I know the fandom's there for Carol. There's some very spicy stuff on the internet for Carol, and I can only imagine why. I appreciate Talking Spirit, thank you. I appreciate you too, Donald. Thank you for the support, man. Thanks for dropping by. What about that, my phone, to Jammy, but fan cat's name of Cat Girl? What? I think your phone just went nuts with your talking. Your text got butchered by your phone, I think. Yes, Ignis is trash. Well, same as Onimai. Do halt. I'm gonna ignore that. Anyways, Beaufry girls. I don't even remember anything about Frederica, so I'll just put her D. No, see, I don't think she's bad. I do like her chemistry with Sally. That's about it. Frederica's B or C. A, C. Wait. Are we just divided on her? Like, I didn't know there was this many Beaufry fans in the chat. I didn't think I was gonna get much responses out of my choices for Beaufry. I thought that I would just come in here, throw some Beaufry characters in the list, and nobody would say anything, and we would move on. Y'all are a bunch of Beaufry fans. Hyamin's cute. Competitive rival for Sally, nothing else for her. That's the problem that I have. It sort of feels that way. Like, she's just a rival. I like Beaufry. Oh, I'm getting the fact that people are liking Beaufry right now, that's for sure. Apparently, we have a lot of Beaufry fans. I know, and I did kind of feel that with the first season because I wasn't a huge fan and everybody got really angry at me for not being a huge fan of Beaufry in the first season. I think the second season's a little better. It is very happy-go-lucky isekai. If you think Ingus is trash, is at that level, say Onimai is bad. No. If that's the question mark, no. I'm not following you. Yes, apparently people like Beaufry. Everybody just likes Maple, or you just like Maple. I think a lot of people just like Maple. I don't know, Maple's like super boring. Hot take. I think she's cute, but she's kind of boring. Whenever she's on the screen, she's OP, and that's pretty much it. I do like her design, though. I think she's cute. I'd probably say high C, low B. Maple's just super fluffy. The twins are fun as well. I do enjoy the twins whenever they show up, but they're usually kind of just hit hammer and move on. Andrew's breaking my heart today. Maple being in B is not good enough for you guys. Maple's not allowed to be in B. She has to be S tier. I can't go with you on S tier. I cannot follow you into the realms of S tier Maple. I'm not that sold on her. You're lucky you're getting a B. I do like Sally more than Maple, actually. I'm more of a Sally person. Sally actually feels like she earns what she does. Maple just gets handed things because she stumbles into it. It's not S tier, barely B. Maple high B, low C. Okay, there's some people agree. I'm like half and half, it feels like. But no, I do like Sally more. I won't say that she's A tier or anything, but I would probably put her high B. Maybe low A. Too bad the studio doesn't want to animate Sally. Every time Sally does something, they make her CGI. Apparently, Sally's too cool that they don't want to... It's either that Sally is, like, so fast and so action-packed, they can't animate her, so they just CGI her, or the studio just hates Sally, and so they just CGI her whenever she does something cool. I hate it. Like, she gets one big action scene this season, it's literally a CGI library. Yeah, I still have PTSD for the library scene. It's like suddenly Sally's gonna do something. Let's create an entire CGI environment for her to kick butt in because apparently Maple can't do anything. She's too cool for the screen. Like how Maple eats the enemies. That's funny. We love a game like Bofuri. One that you can break and the admins are constantly trying to unbreak you. They don't try to unbreak her, they just try to offset her, I guess, is the best way to put it. Sally is for them the second character. She's very a secondary character. I do like that Kasumi's got a lot of better scenes this season. I'll put her next to Maple. The twins are cute, must be protected. I'll put them next to Maple too. We finally got some more of me. We got to see the soft side. We got to see the soft side of me. Wasn't enough, though. I think she's cool, though. I'll put her with them as well. I think they're all pretty much B for me. Sally, because she's a gamer. She's a true gamer. And again, she earns everything. She doesn't get everything handed to her. Me is S tier. Me is S tier. She's definitely got the most, like... Is it shock... I might be wrong, but I feel like Me has, like, the most character development of everybody in the show. Is that... Am I wrong? It feels like she literally has the most character development of everybody in the show. Like, as it's all about her team, what they expect of her wanting to kind of do her own thing. You don't really get that with anybody else. Everybody else is kind of pretty... This is them. Like, Maple, she's there. She's OP. It really feels like Me gets, like, actually has, like, a story to her, which is kind of surprising. I don't know. She is probably one of my favorite characters, so I'll put her in A for now. So she's S tier. No, it doesn't mean she gets... Everybody would be an S tier if that was the case. Yuki, you were, like, massively storing, and it's probably not picking up the microphone, but it's totally throwing me off over there, girl. Alright, the three characters from... There's another character, I forgot to put her in there. I was actually going to put the sister in the list. But she literally had, like, half an episode to her, so I'm not going to go out of my way for her. Anna has had more of an episode. I think, like, one of those two guys needs to get with Anna. She's great. She's kind of pinchy. Like, I want to pinch her. Don't tell her I said that. One of the two guys in Buddy Daddies needs to get with Anna. If one of the two of them does not get with Anna by the end of the season, I'm gonna be super mad. All the annoying lolly. It's a girl. It's a little girl. It's not an annoying lolly. It's just literally it's a girl. It's a little girl. That's what they do. If you go back to home on your walls, she's won awards for. If you look at, you go back at home when our wall she won awards for. I think your text thing butchered again. I have yet to watch Buddy Daddies. It's decent. I like it. Yeah, kids do be kids. Which doesn't excuse it. I mean, if you don't want to have patience for a little girl, perfectly fine not watching it. I'm just saying that's literally what they would do. Lolly is a boy type. A boy type? She's Anya, but 10 times more annoying. I would just say she's Anya if she was a natural kid. Anya is, I guess, because of how much insight she has into people's thinking, I think she matured a little bit too fast, but I don't know if that's what they're going with her writing for. But I protect Midi's smile. She's not like S tier for anything for me, but I think she's adorable. Yeah, Genghis is like, if you raise kids, you'll sympathize with it. I babysit somebody for most of their young life, and yeah, I can tell you they don't stop because they're annoying. They just keep being that way. When they want something, when they want to touch something, when they want to test something, when they want to cook something, when they want to flip something, when they want to hide something, when they want to draw on something, they do it. They don't have any filters. They have to learn the filters, and that's a kid. And they kind of nailed that with her. I will admit that for a show which is supposed to be entertaining, some of those scenes do draw out. Like, they could cut off the scenes and transition and move on. But I think that they kind of want to sit in those scenes a little more just to give you that push on the characters themselves. So I see both ways. I agree with not liking that. I agree that they drag those scenes out too much and they could easily transition out of those scenes. The viewer doesn't have to deal with that, overly rambunctious, goofy curiosity kid. And that will be kind of a little bit of my criticisms of the show when I do review it. But I don't think it ruins the show. Because kids are nightmare. Nightmare. Kids are a nightmare. Kids are a nightmare. But they are rewarding. So next, the mom. I don't think anybody's gonna blame me for putting her straight in the trash. Straight in the trash. If they even try to redeem her later on, not gonna work. Trash. Trash. She's a horrible human being. Trash. I don't even feel bad for her situation. Trash. She needs help. She could, but she's still trash. Seven's Requiem, thanks so much for the $5, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I just heard some slander about S++ tier Mahiro Shina, which is unacceptable. That slander is worthy of gathering pics for it and paying as a visit. Well, I'm surprised that the $5 wasn't to bump her up, so I appreciate that you're willing to support the channel despite the fact of not claiming it should be higher. But thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, man. But how do you really feel about the mom? Trash. Gather the pitchforks. We ride tonight. Here, I'll bump her up to here. Is that better? That way she's further away from the trash. Again, I don't think she's a terrible person. I just don't happen to care for her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that it for that show? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, she's trash because she takes out her frustration on her child. Like, if given time, she'd probably drown her child. I think she literally even says that. Like, she's willing to kill her child. She blames everything on her child, and I think there is an element of somebody falling apart and blaming their troubles on something else, not willing to accept that trouble. She basically got used and discarded, but I don't believe in the idea of essentially transferring that burden upon your child. I think that's the worst part of it. So trash, yes. I think she would be a poorly wrote character if it didn't have some sort of sympathy there. I just don't agree with it. Anyways, Fuyutsuki. Fuyutsuki's great. I haven't watched enough that I'm ready to put her at S tier, but she's freaking hot. I think she's got a lot of heart. She's very cute. She's got that soft tone to herself. She's always looking out for the better of other people. I really like her. She's super cute too. Did I mention that she's cute? I'm surprised Roxy's in there, not in there. You're surprised that Roxy's not in this tier list? Well, this tier list is only winter. I don't have any Roxy. English trash. I'm sorry, I just don't have any care for it whatsoever. Ice Guy Fuyutsuki is S tier. Who is the cute gear? Fuyutsuki? She's from Ice Guy and the cool female colleague. I like Fuyutsuki-san. A is a good place for her. She takes very good care of Nyamaru. Yeah, I think she's got heart. Like I said, a lot of heart. Unfortunately, as much as I really like Komori, how much I have watched this series, which I think is like 6 or 7 episodes, I don't have much of her, which is unfortunate. I think she's cute though, but she's just kind of, they're not really doing much with her, so I'm gonna leave her in C for now. Komori, she's definitely B or C. Those ears, yes, those ears. And that's the troubling thing, is like, I don't really necessarily think that her being a fox spirit so far really does anything for her character. I'm hoping they'll do something with that whole aspect with her eventually. Let me reorganize these real quick. 2 attorneys together. Put this up here. Oh, it's the princess girl from 80,000 Gold. I totally missed her. I would put her B. She's super cute. I love her. I think she was like a much needed chemistry, even though it doesn't make any sense why this princess is hanging out with her at her shop. I think she's like a really great chemistry to add to the show itself, because yeah, the DVDs, her wanting to watch the magical box and the dramas and call out tropes. I like the fact that the story literally has a trope appear, and she says, oh, it's like one of those storylines from the DVDs. She's literally pointing out the story is going into a trope. You actually like the series I was talking about, the Ice Guy? I think it's good. It's very warm, which is great because it's about the Ice Guy. She just wants to watch stuff. I like how, like, when anybody that walks, like, this is a princess. Again, somebody that maybe in the future could possibly, like, she probably could do it now, call for the death of people. Like, if she says to a guard, he touched me, that person would die. I like the fact that she has the power to sentence people to death, and every time somebody walks in the store, she has to pause the DVD, and so she has this this murderous look in her eyes, and literally she could call for people's deaths just because they keep walking into the store too much. The thought of that just kind of has me just inside chuckling so much. Dropped 80,000 Gold. How's everyone's feeling about it? I really like it. It's like one of my favorite of the season. Probably like my 5th or 6th favorite of the season. So just let me watch my shows. She's got this murderous look. And I think there's a lot of people that go in that store doesn't even know that she's the princess, but it's like, I would be terrified to even walk in that store after that. Like, I think she's afraid that she's gonna start driving away people from going to the store. She's like ages 6 to Anaheim for one of the series from ages 6 to the guy's name. 80,000 Gold, 80,000 anime is pretty fun and good. I enjoy it. I really like the main character. Yes, Magic Rev people. Magic Rev people. How many Magic Rev people? Straight to S with Anis. It's gonna be very hard for not all these characters to go in the S, but we'll see. We'll see. Love the 80,000 Gold show. A lot of fans of 80,000 in the chat. I like it. I appreciate when people appreciate something good. Anisfia. S tier. Easy. She's literally, like I said before a million times, she is pretty much Chisato of this series. She's a Liquidity Quill Chisato of this series. She's Genki. She's got heart. She still has troubles that she deals with. She's not just a Genki character. She has her own insecurities. She's kind of falling apart with it, and it's only getting better with her character. I think Anisfia is one of those characters where it feels like early on she's got it all figured out, and she's one of those characters that over time, you finally, after she's kind of pulled people out of the weeds, and pulled them out of their slump, suddenly it's her that's kind of falling apart. I really like that they're doing that with that character. And it's kind of a nice counter to something like Chisato from Liquidity Quill, whereas I didn't mind so much that Chisato from Liquidity Quill was like mostly until like the very end, bubbly Genki, and then finally having insecurity kind of hit her really quickly. It doesn't bother me with that case because I think overall I just enjoyed her seiyuu and what they did with the character. But the Nisfia, I almost feel like they're doing so much more earlier, and it's really building into something really fantastic. Again, I think she has just a heart of gold. She's got a great personality. I love what she's going. She has dreams that she wants, and she's pushing and pushing for it. And she's kind of a character that you really want to get behind, I guess. Magic Rev gets an S overall for me. I agree. It's my number one show this season right now. Onimai was pushed. Onimai kept knocking it back down. Like every week it would go Wednesday, Magic Rev knocks it up to 1. And then Thursday I'd watch Onimai and it would knock it back down. And then next week, Magic Rev episode would happen, it bumped down Onimai. It kept going back and forth. But over the last 2 weeks, Magic Rev's been stuck at 1 for me. Both girls are great in my opinion, yeah. The princess is a typical Starbucks barista. How dare you interrupt my break with work? She has issues, and they are evident in the early writings, but easily missed until you watch the second time. I would love to rewatch it. I can see that. I actually plan on reading it. I don't think I'll rewatch it. I think I'm gonna read it. Unless like the last 2 episodes bomb, which I doubt it. I'm already pretty much sold on reading the light novel. But it's gonna be behind like 3 other series right now. So behind like 3 other series right now. Euphilia took a while. I like early on the series, but like the last 2 episodes, I think Euphilia has really come into a fantastic character. I'm gonna go S. Like writing overall, right through and through the entire series, the writing around Euphilia is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. It's just her personality has really blossomed in the last few episodes. The freaking scene where she was on the stage in front of the council. Euphilia, my gosh. My gosh. Whew. It was such a good scene. It was such a good scene. It was such a good freaking scene. Oh my gosh. I want to watch that scene again. So good. God, the whole show is good. Ilya, I love her too. I don't know what I want to put all the characters in S. I'm gonna put her high A for now. Like she's super good. I love her, but I don't want to put every character in S because freaking Lainey's gonna go in S too. I love Lainey. Again, another character that I think is... I thought she was a little bit too oblivious at first. But the moment the eyes turn red and they start getting into her kind of being her own character. I don't know. The fangs came out and she kind of won my heart. I mean, it's the whole Magicite thing maybe. But I don't know. When the eyes went red and the fang came out, I couldn't help but just fall in love with her. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm simping for the vampire girl. They're all S tier, maybe vampire A. I can't, YP. I can't. The fangs, man. The fangs, man. Yeah, the fangs, man. Maid plus vampire girl, A or B. Yeah, I almost want to put Ilya and Lainey together because they kind of need to be together going forward. I mean, you have to supply her with mana, you know? They always have to be together. The succubus they referred to as a vampire. What manga series and light novel series are you reading at the moment besides Mushoku? By the way, this Mushoku Mondays was fan freaking-tastic. I'm glad you liked it. I really wasn't sure about this week. I was struggling with it because I'm super critical of myself, obviously. So sometimes I don't feel like I put enough into something, but I think people enjoyed it. Next week's gonna be crazy. I'm hoping to get through three or four chapters, but we'll see. But I'm glad you like him, Tuxton. Appreciate the support. But now, what other series? I'm wanting to reread Noragami. I've read like 21 volumes of it, and I'm planning on reading it again because it's concluding here soon. I've started Spice and Wolf light novel. I got like 3 or 4 volumes into it, and then I started reading Mushoku Monday, so I stopped reading that. Nothing else currently. Like, I've read Sidonia, I've read Silent Voice, Inside Mari, Flowers of Evil, Happiness and stuff, but nothing else currently. Claymore. Any Succubus Maid spinoff would watch it, right? I was reading Call of Night. Yeah, I did want to jump right into Call of Night. I read a little bit ahead on Call of the Night just to see an answer to the question that I had, and I got that answer. So, do you have the next Mushoku Tensei volume? Are you going to next day air it for Mushoku Monday? No, I don't. I do not. Of my current collection, I do not have volume 3, 7, and 9. Thankfully, right after Mushoku Monday this week, I got notification that Right Stuff has shipped 7, 9, and 3. So they finally restocked 3. So I'm super happy about that. I won't get it until tomorrow, I think. Noragami sadly ends this year. Yeah. Was there something besides a manga for Noragami? I thought it was only a manga. Only got the first volume of Sentence of Bookworm. I got like most of the series. The ones that are currently out. Because that's next. I think I'm still stuck on a Sentence of Bookworm being next after Mushoku Tensei. We need season 3 of Noragami but yeah. Please. What would be in season 3 would be so freaking good. Thankfully we got Vanitas. I thought about jumping into Vanitas, but we pretty much caught up on that one, so look forward to Mushoku Mondays more than any anime this season. I appreciate it, D-Lo. It's literally the thing that I look forward to every week too. Like, as much as people love it, I love it more than anything. Like, it is literally my favorite thing every week. Yeah, manga for Noragami, yeah. Mushoku Tensei is your signature, man. As soon as I'm done with the novel series, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I'll lose like a massive amount of viewers because they'll be like, oh, he's done with it, move on. Freaking Tilty is so great. I freaking love Tilty. I really wanted to see her beat the crap out of Tartos. The fact that they did not show her beat the crap out of Tartos was the biggest letdown of that episode. But she's great. I love her. I get it. I get a kick out of the fact that she reacts to the situation so much differently than Euphilia, especially in today's episode. But you could totally see the heart in her. I like the fact that with Anisphia, she is the one that wants to be gifted but isn't gifted, and she desires to get the gift. Tilty is gifted, but she's gifted in a way that it's a curse. So the way the two of them see the world of magic is so different, and I love that contrast between the two of them. Yeah, I really wish they did more with her. I agree. I cannot get enough from Tilty. Tilty is visceral. That's why I wanted to see her beat the crap out of Chartos. Second that, look forward to Mushoku Mondays every week more than any anime this season as well. Thank you so much, Tungsten. Those eye bags, man, is something for me. It's a sign of a hardworking girl, man. It's a sign of a hardworking girl. Every time I see her with the bags in her eyes, it throws me off. I'm like, oh, that's right. That's her signature thing. She never sleeps. Waiting for you for Mushoku Tensei any day, as always. Thank you so much. Well, if you need something to do in the next 20 years, you can do weekly episodes of pre-cure episodes. No, I'll cover One Piece. That'll be a good one. One Piece is like an endless supply. Lumi, our recent addition. I'm not gonna put her at S yet, but damn if I love her design. Like, the moment Lumi showed up on the screen, I went, chef's kiss. Like, it's just like the Fang with Lainey. The moment the Fang showed up for Lainey, it was chef kiss. And then, yeah, the moment that Lumi showed up, I was like, I like it. I'd take the design. Yeah, the lily flower and everything. But no, we need to know more about her. And I made my speculations on the video. I won't repeat it, but I went hog wild, going crazy with theories on her with my video today. Yeah, she's super good looking. I love it. Her design's super good. Long blonde hair, got a little bit of sharpness to her eyes. I love it. For Urusei Yatsura, I'm gonna be pretty blunt with this list. Let's get Lum out of the way. Lum's always gonna be S tier. Easy. No problems. Roxy, no matter what. I don't like any of the else. You don't like Lum? You gotta at least like Lum. There's no getting around. You gotta like Lum. I do. I think besides Lum, I do like Ron. She's a little bit too loud for me personally, but I do like her character. I'll put her probably high B. I do like Ron. She's funny. Ron for me is she's funny. I would never. I don't want to have anything to do with her, but she's funny. The other one I would point out specifically is probably Ryoko. Ryoko was freaking hilarious. Her episode was freaking hilarious. But again, no real attachment. The grenade chucking was great. Ron B or A for you? Wait, where's Spy Classroom Girls? I watched like 2 episodes of that and I haven't gotten back to it. I might get back to it later. She is the jokester character. They're all jokesters. I do really like Sakura as well. I think she's probably the one that's kind of aged the best in the show. I think she's still probably B tier as well. And the rest, I really don't care. The rest, I unfortunately don't really care too much for. I kind of like Shinobu. Shinobu's kind of cute. I'll put her low B. She's kind of like the nagging reality girl. Like, she's like the Bulma or Chi-Chi. She's the reality that's trying to keep pulling him back into reality. When, in fact, there's just crazy shenanigans happening. The rest, they're fine. I don't really care. She's probably my least favorite. She's fine. Yeah. So, 1D, 2 Cs, 4 Bs, and 1 S. I think that's good. Yeah, it looks really good. I agree with you, Sabano, too. It is very dated, though. I think, in the end, my biggest problem with Urusei Yatsura is the fact that they upgraded it really well. Visually, they did a fantastic job of it. No doubt. The upgrade is great. The problem is that there's two issues with the series itself. Is one that, yes, the comedy is kind of dated. It is old comedy. It is a 40-year-old manga. It's gonna be super dated comedy. The problem is that a lot of the shock value comedy, which was in the more inappropriate stuff, the nudity and stuff like that, has been removed. So it's kind of been, it's dated, but at the same time, it's also kind of gutted out part of its humor. And I think that's its biggest problem. The alien friends didn't appear too much, while Shinobu is P+. Apparently that's the season 1 of Urusei Yatsura we have to so far. Is it done? Is there another couple episodes? Did it already conclude? I know they're splitting the rest of it for later on, but I thought there was more episodes left. So we might get more in the future. Where's Spy Classroom Girls? Okay, I already answered that. How far am I in Mushoku Tensei novel right now? Just as it releases. I have read up to volume 9, chapter 4. I just finished chapter 4 today. Urusei Yatsura is bound to get season 2+ seasons. Second one is 23 episodes as well. Yeah, I was figuring it would be 2 or 3. Yes, it lost its etchiness with how it was handled. No, Rama 1/2. No, yeah. I am right there with you if you're going the direction I think you are, Undead. The moment I seen that Urusei Yatsura was so clean and very, very PG, like not PG, but like completely censored. Like not even flaunting it. Like the first episode was as close as we were gonna get to ecchi. Was literally her top going fluttering and then her covering her chest. That's literally all we got, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't want a Ranma 1/2 remake. If they ever announce a Ranma 1/2 remake, I would probably say don't do it. Like don't at this point. If they would do it the same way, I don't want it. Because Ranma 1/2 is a lot of that's ecchi humor. Lum is S tier, no debating, right? Go ahead and put all those characters in the trash where they belong. No, Death. Don't be mean, Death. Did I say chapter 4, volume 9? I thought. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Volume 9, chapter 4. Okay. You went backwards. It confused me. To Your Eternity. There's our last group. Marchi is S tier. Marchi must be protected. Even though March, as Mama wants to be protecting, I love March. She's fantastic. And Echo, I'm gonna stay with A for now. I really badly want to put her in S tier because the moment that she showed up, she's freaking great. And I usually don't like Jaws teeth characters. The eyes are a little weird, but I really like her. March is protect. Clay Pot Girl is just protectable. It's just as protectable. New Yatsura or old? Oh, old. Now see, it's a mixed bag. Like I love the new design. I love the pacing of the new Urusei Yatsura. They definitely have picked up the pacing and the animation. Everything's great, and the music and everything's great. It's just there's so much comedy lost with the new adaptation because it's so censored up. How about what other girls, Undead? Oh, she's gonna be okay. Oh, you mean like the other girls from To Your Eternity? I didn't really have any opinion on the rest of the characters. Yeah, I really do hope that she's okay. I don't think she will be. I don't think she will be. It's just the unfortunate situation of that show. No, but well, I mean they've I don't want to spoil things. I'm gonna stop talking. But no, Echo's fantastic. I think she's an interesting new addition to the story, which I hope that they do some really cool stuff with, because I don't think her story's done. Like the whole idea of the clay pot people is like there's something there. It has to have something to do with the knockers, and I'm curious if they'll ever get into it. But yes, Sui, where would I put Sui? I think I'd put Sui in A or S. Sui's just super cute. Like I said, I love Sui's voice. So I would probably put Sui in. I guess Sui can go with March. That'll fill in this gap right here. But I think that's it. I managed to get through all 140 something? What did I say? How many characters? 124 characters. All 124 characters. Sui can eat all the trash. Put Sui in the trash so I can eat it all. Half of the A tier should go up and replace Onimai characters. YP, are you throwing shade? Are you throwing shade? Who in the A tier do you want in S tier? Or you just don't want Onimai up there? I think Andrew's been hacked. He does none of the characters. No, if you see a bunch of Bofity characters up in S tier, that's when you know Andrew got hacked, because if anybody knows Andrew, he got a crap ton of heat because he didn't think that Bofity Season 1 was amazing like everybody else did. No, Ningen Fushin was done, not done. No, I put Ningen Fushin in there. I got Kurin up in, I think, B. And the rest of them are pretty much under there. And I think, no, I was thinking of somebody else. Tomo-chan bump up. You like Tomo that much? I don't feel Tomo too much. I think she's cute. I think Ria Takahashi's fantastic, but I just don't have any feeling for Tomo. Like, yeah, she's probably C. You do? Tomo rocks. No, what was really cool, I don't know if anybody noticed that, anybody that watched both Eminence in Shadow and Tomo-chan, I like that within like 2 weeks, they both sing that stupid cat song. Like, we had Tomo-chan did the whole karaoke singing the cat song, and then literally, I think it was one of the shorts. One of the Eminence in Shadow shorts had the girl play that piano song. I thought it was really funny. Epsilon? It was Epsilon was playing it on the piano. 3 girls from To Your Attorney makes sense. Although Dalton Tonari should have had more scenes. Tonari, I did not like in season 1. I honestly did not like Tonari in season 1. She's definitely come into a character in season 2 though. But it took a while. Like, knowing how much she has orchestrated a lot of stuff for him does bump her up a lot in my list, that's for sure. But I did not like her in season 1. Of course, I didn't like that arc in season 1, so it was very difficult for me to like anybody in that arc. I don't know about for season 1, nothing wrong with it, just too much shows to watch to that season. It's fine. I think, like, I agree with a lot of people that it's just a kind of fun isekai. I just find it to get a little repetitive in the fact that every episode is just them running into super OP abilities, picking up OP ability, walking into OP ability, getting OP ability. It's not... I struggle with it outside of that. Season 2 for Tonari is better, yeah. Innocent Shadow short of what it could have been. That's what I forgot to put in the list. I didn't put any Innocent Shadow characters in the list. I forgot the Innocent Shadow characters. Is there... Let me see if there's an Innocent Shadow tier list. Oh, I think I have it in my fall list. Let me see if they're in there. God, I cannot believe I forgot the Innocent Shadow characters. That was still this season. How could I forget it? Fall. No, that's like that's the year one. God, I forgot that I did that. Your Best Girl 2022 tier list was a crazy one. Did I just close that entire window? Let's see. Fall. Best Girl Fall. There it is. Let me presentator mode so I don't blind anybody. I'll just look at what I put him in the previous one, and I'll just decide if I want to move him. That'll be easier. So this is my fall list. This is my fall list. In fall, I had Delta was up in S tier, which I would leave her in S tier. I think Delta's still great. Alexia, Alpha, Beta, all in A tier. I think that's fine. I might say that I would bring Alexia down, because I feel like in the end she's kind of turned into a nagging wine bag. And I'm sure in the next season she'll be better. Who else? Who else? Epsilon. Where did I put Epsilon? Or did I get to Epsilon last season? I should have gotten to Epsilon. She must be a different character design in this one. And like Iris, I would probably put Iris in... I'd want to put Iris probably in A, because I think she's the most developed character of the entire show. Like, she had the most ups and downs as a character. For sure she has to be in here. They must have different character designs. Maybe the light novel art in here, and I'm not seeing them. Epsilon, I'd probably put in A or B. I think that's it. Why is Uzaki-chan's mother greater than Uzaki? Do we want to have that discussion again? Because her mom's great. And, like, literally held together the season 2 for me. While the season 2 was becoming extremely boring. Where did I put Burger Elf? S tier. Burger Elf is, like, massive S tier. I think she, like, saved the show for me at the end. I don't know if the girls are D or trash. Yeah, I don't think any of the Eminence Shadow characters would be trash for me at all. Maybe Sherry, if they keep going the direction they're going with her, that I think they're going with her. I mean, she could not be going in the direction I think she's going in, but I kind of have a feeling she is. And if she is, I'm just not going to care for her after that. If she becomes like the yandere, I want to kill him type of character, I don't care. I'll just throw it out. Tomo-chan, Seiyu, and character designer, I love her. I kind of like the designs. I mean, there's a certain aspect of it that I'm not a fan of, but I think overall is good. Sherry was the blonde warrior. You know, isn't her name Sherry? The girl that her father was like obviously a bad guy that was using her after killing her mother. MC is atomic waste. Yeah, the girl that ate the chocolate extremely slow. That was Sherry, I believe. I think her name was Sherry. Was it pink hair? I don't know. It's been a while. She was like literally in like the first half of the series, and then she disappears until at the very end she pops up and says, "I'm still thinking of you." I think all moms of Tomo-chan are worth noting. Could be. I've only heard about one mother, so I'm assuming they'll all be great. How many arcs are there adapt for the second season of Innocent Shadow? There is 4 at the moment from the end of the first season. Would you ever get the manga? No. I'm not a huge fan of Imminent Shadow. I enjoyed the Shadow Garden a lot, but I don't like the other half, which is Sid. That's what I kind of mentioned in my review. It's like, I don't hate the show. I just don't like the main character. And I do enjoy a lot of the side stories. I love this. I love the overall story, and I love the Shadow Garden. Just don't like the main character. And I think it's perfectly fine to enjoy a show and not like the main character. That Sherry's too cute for trash. I'm just saying if she sticks on the route that I think she's going in, she's gonna be trash. Sherry C would be more important in the feature arc I saw being mentioned in June 4th, 2022 or 2020 in the light novel. I'm not sure. Well, I'm assuming she's gonna be important. She's like this very smart girl that delves into research, and she's obviously not happy with Sid, and so she's obviously going to be something very important later on. Image Shadow is going to have a 6 volumes so far. Bet 7 is going to be a thing. I'm sure it'll probably keep going. If it's popular enough, it'll keep going. I have to say goodbye. See you as usual. All right, Halt, take care. I'm gonna be dropping off here soon, anyways. I'm like super tired, and I still gotta rest myself to see if I'm gonna record Mystical Monday tonight, which I guess is a good way to call it. It was a lot of fun. I think maybe, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I have to record our preview for spring on Sunday, so I don't know if I'll pop on a stream later this week to do the setup for that or not, but I usually like to live stream on Twitch whenever I do my preview studies and just kind of chill and chat with people and watch trailers. I don't know that I'll be able to do it this week or this season, but we'll see. But I do plan on doing some sort of preview thing next week, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely hope to see you guys for Mystical Mondays on Monday. I'm hoping you're MT Tuesday. Mystical Monday on Monday? I'm so confused. Thanks for streaming. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for dropping by, Renan. I definitely appreciate the support. But yeah. Anyways, I hope to see you guys on Mushoku Mondays for those that watch Mushoku Mondays. If not, I'll see you guys next week for my usual streaming on Wednesday. Try to get back into the gist of that. And then later on this month, I will be live streaming the Mushoku Tensei panel if they actually live stream it, which I hope they would. But we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you guys dropping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and y'all have a good night.